Good morning everybody. So in the last video we have discussed about the some previous year questions on haloalkanes and haloarenes. So today we discuss some very important questions. So those questions which are asked in the previous year question, that may be in the NEET examination or it may be in the KCET examination, JEE examination. So these are very important questions I am going to discuss in today class. See, the 11th question, already we have discussed 10 questions in the first part, that is part 1. So in second part we discuss some very important questions on the haloalkanes and haloarenes. See, question number 11 is, how many structural isomers are possible for a compound with molecular formula C3H7Cl? See, C3H7Cl, it is a haloalkane, that is propyl chloride is there, propyl chloride. So he has given a compound and he is asking isomers, how many isomers are possible for this compound, structural isomers. So that's why we have to draw the structure. See, how many carbon atoms are there? 3 carbon atoms. I am writing 3 carbon atoms. See, how many hydrogen atoms are there? So there are 7 hydrogen atoms. So here it is required 3 hydrogen. Here there is requirement of 2 hydrogen, and here is 2. So 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 2, 7 hydrogens. So next, remaining is chlorine. Last one, that is chloride. Chlorine I have written here. So this is propyl chloride or chloropropane. The IUPAC name of this compound is chloropropane. So here, so this is one type of compound. It is a N-propyl chloride or N-chloropropane is it is one of the structure of the propyl chloride. See, you can also write, this is one formula, one structure. You can also write, so there is a possibility to write this chlorine atom to the second carbon atom. So it is a terminal. So I have written Cl in the last to the last carbon, or it may be for the first carbon. Both are same. But so in the next structure I am going to write here CH3 CHCl CH3. See, the number of carbon atoms are 3. The number of hydrogen is also 7. Then chlorine is 1. So there is no change in the molecular formula, but there is a change in the structural formula. So it is a structural isomerism. Structural isomerism. That means compounds having same molecular formula but different structures. So we call it as a isomerism. That is particularly structural isomerism. See, it is one isomer. It is also one isomer. So the 2 isomers are possible here. Is there any possibility? So there is no possibility at all. So first we have written the chlorine to the last carbon. In the second case we have written chlorine to the second carbon. If I write chlorine here, it becomes again propyl chloride. So there is no change at all. Therefore, the number of structural isomers possible for propyl chloride is only 2. So they have given option 2, 5, 7, 9. So the correct option for this question is 2. So it is asked in exam so many times. So next, this is also very important question, 12th question. See here the question. Consider, see, what is the question here? Consider the following reaction. He has given reaction, that is phenol reacts with zinc, forming a product that is X. So this X is a compound that again reacts with the reagent, that is methyl chloride, with a catalyst known as aluminium chloride. So this forms another product, that is Y. Y is a product here. So this product again reacts with the potassium permanganate. It is an oxidizing agent. That means addition of the oxygen takes place here. So forming the final product as Z. So first what happens? Phenol that reacts with the zinc, then forming a product that is X. So So X that reacts with the reagent methyl chloride. So in presence of a catalyst that is aluminium chloride, so then it again forms the compound Y. So that Y again reacts with the another reagent that is called as potassium permanganate. So finally there is a yield of a product that is Z. So he has asked what is Z? The product Z is, what is Z? So here they have given four options. So option A toluene, option B benzaldehyde, option C benzoic acid, and option D benzene is there. So just think it. So what is the reagent given? So what is the function of that reagent? What it acts as? Is it a reducing agent? Is it a oxidizing agent? Or it is a dehydrating agent? So that concept is very important. The basic need is very important here. So this question is very important for our NEET examination and KCET examination. Not only NEET and KCET, so it has many times arrived in IIT examination exam and JEE exam. So see here, first phenol. I am writing phenol here. So structure of phenol already you know. This is phenol, benzene with OH group. So this is phenol. So when this phenol react with zinc, what happens? What happens here? So this zinc very quickly reacts with the oxygen to form zinc oxide. So it adds with the oxygen, forming, what is the product here? Forming only, so benzene with this hydrogen attached here, so forming benzene. So X I have written. X, what is X? Here benzene ring plus ZNO. So what is the byproduct? ZNO. It is not required. So just product, important product we require. So that is X. So here, so this X, that means benzene ring, reacts with again what? Again methyl chloride. Methyl chloride in presence of that is a catalyst, that is aluminium chloride. Aluminium chloride is given here. So what is the product now? So this is a very famous reaction, that is, so what reaction it is? It is a Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction. So when this benzene ring reacts with the methyl chloride as a reagent in presence of aluminium chloride, or you can take ferric chloride that acts as a catalyst here. So forming what? What is the product? Toluene is the product. Toluene is the product already. So this is the named reaction is there, Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction. So there is formation of toluene with liberation of the hydrochloric acid, that is HCl. HCl. So this is not the final product. This is Y. So then when this reacts with the potassium permanganate, KMnO4 is a good oxidizing agent. It is a good oxidizing agent. So what happens here? So there is a formation of oxygen that reacts with this methyl group. So oxygens will add here. So there is a formation of what? There is formation of benzoic acid, COOH. There is a formation of COOH is there. That H combines with the oxygen to form the water. So finally we are getting the benzoic acid. So it adds, the main function of the KMnO4 is addition of the oxygen. So here oxygen will add, so forming the product as the COOH, that means benzene attached with the COOH, that means it is a benzoic acid. So there are four options he has given: toluene, benzaldehyde, benzoic acid, and benzene. So which is the correct answer here? So the correct answer for this question is benzoic acid. Benzoic acid. So toluene is the second product we are getting. So benzene is the first product we are getting. So there is a confusion. So don't confuse it only. So the product is the final product. He has asked final product, not X, not Y. So he has asked Z. So that is benzoic acid. So next question we discuss. Next question. So diazonium salts plus Cu2Cl2, that is cuprous chloride, that reacts with the hydrochloric acid, so forming a chlorobenzene. So the reaction is known as, so they have given one reaction, so you have to find out what is the name of this reaction. So it is a named reaction. They have given 4 options, that is option A, Finkelstein reaction, option B, Schwarz reaction, option C, chlorination, so option D, Sandmeyer reaction. So here first we have to see what is the reaction. So here diazonium salt is there, so diazonium salt, so benzene, you have to write the benzene with Na2X or Cl. So they have taken Cl, so we have to write this is benzene diazonium chloride. So when this reacts with what here, Cu2Cl2, that is cuprous chloride along with acid, so there is a formation of benzene, there is a formation of, that is chlorobenzene plus this nitrogen gas eliminates here, so we are getting the chlorobenzene. That relevant, if it is halogen, that is if it is chlorine, we are getting chlorine. If it is a bromine, we are getting the bromine. So this reaction we have studied here. So see, out of these 4 options, which is the correct option? See, Finkelstein reaction, option A, Finkelstein reaction is different. So how it is? So Finkelstein reaction, already we know. So Rx, that haloalkane, that reacts with the sodium iodide. So there is a formation of what? So just Ri plus NaX. This is the Finkelstein reaction. That means haloalkane reacts with the sodium iodide in presence of acetone. We are getting a different haloalkane. That is alkyl iodide we are getting. So that is different, but it is not the correct answer. It is not a Finkelstein reaction. Option B is Schwarz reaction. So Schwarz reaction means again we are taking the haloalkane that is treated with the silver fluoride. The reagent is very important. Silver fluoride, AgF. So there is a formation of the RF. That means alkyl fluoride we are getting. So the final product we are getting is alkyl fluoride. So in this reaction there is no alkyl fluoride. So this option is also not correct. So next we see option 3, that is chlorination is given. So chlorination is totally different. So here we are already using the acid. So chlorination means we add the chlorine to the benzene, to the chlorobenzene, or we are taking any compound, we have to add the chlorine. Then only it becomes addition of chlorine, that is chlorination. So here we are not adding the chlorine, we are using the acid, so it is also not relevant. So Sandmeyer reaction, the named reaction and very important reaction, that is Sandmeyer reaction. So in Sandmeyer reaction we are taking the, so that is benzene diazonium halide we are taking. So when that is treated with the cuprous chloride or cuprous bromide in presence of an acid, so we are getting the product as chlorobenzene or bromobenzene. So that given reaction is the, it is the 100%, that is Sandmeyer reaction. Sandmeyer reaction. So to solve this type of questions, you should know all the reactions for the remaining named reactions. So you should know each and every part of the syllabus, and also you should know the named reactions, particularly Finkelstein reaction, Schwarz reaction, Sandmeyer reaction, Woods reaction, Woods fitting reaction, then fitting reaction, Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction, Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction, chlorination, nitration, then sulfonation. So these are all very important named reactions, so you should know with perfectness. Okay. So the next question, very simple question. So which metal is used in Woods reaction? In Woods reaction. So Woods reaction is related to haloalkane. So when Rx, 2 moles of Rx is reacted with the sodium metal. So we have discussed that Woods reaction is, and Woods fitting reaction, then fitting reaction is related to only sodium metal, not magnesium, not potassium, not other calcium or nickel, any related metals here. So Woods reaction, Woods fitting reaction, then fitting reaction. So Woods reaction is related to haloalkane. which fitting is related to, so it is a mixture of haloalkane and halorine. When mixture of haloalkane and halorine reacts with the sodium metal, we are getting the hydrocarbon. So aromatic hydrocarbon. So this is one type of reaction. Then fitting reaction is related to completely aromatic hydrocarbon. Aromatic, that is halorine. So halorine, and we are getting the aromatic hydrocarbon is the product. But in case of Wurtz reaction, it is related to haloalkane and halorine. So haloalkane, but the same metal sodium is placed. It can used in Wurtz reaction, Wurtz fitting reaction, and also that fitting reaction. So whatever these reactions are there, then definitely there will be a presence of the sodium. So it is not a magnesium, it's not a potassium, it's not a calcium. Then definitely answer should be sodium. Then where we are using the magnesium? We are using the magnesium in the Grignard reagent. So RMgX is there. So there we are using the Grignard, that magnesium metal. So the correct option for this question is the option C, that is sodium. Let us study next one. Which of the following is correct? See, many types of questions. In this type of questions we see a number of times we are observing here. So this type of questions it should have some presence of mind. It should have some presence of mind, and even very concentration is very important, and recall your memory whatever you have in your mind. So that knowledge you have to link, very basic, you have to link that one. Otherwise this type of questions are very you rarely answer for this. See, what is the question? We will see. Which of the following is correct? See, they have given 4 options. Out of 4, 1 is correct and 3 options are wrong. So we have to remove first which of the 4 are wrong. Which of the 4, out of 4, 3 are wrong. We have to find out which one is wrong, then only we get which is correct. See, cycloheptane is an aromatic compound. Cycloheptane. So hexane, heptane. Heptane means there should be 7 carbon atoms. There should be 7 carbon atoms. So cycloheptane we are getting like this. See, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So totally there are 7 corners. That means 7 carbon atoms are there. Cyclic compound is there. Cycloheptane is an aromatic compound. See, you should have the basic concept, that is what is aromatic. Aromatic means there should be a benzene ring. So it's not a benzene ring. Therefore, the option A is 100% it is wrong. Cycloheptane is an aromatic compound. It's not a aromatic. Cycloheptane is not a aromatic compound. So next, second option. We move third option here. See, DDT is a biodegradable. DDT is a, I will come later here. So DDT is a biodegradable. Already we have seen DDT, dichloro, diphenyl, trichloro, ethane is there. So this DDT is a poisonous and insecticide, already we know, and it is non-biodegradable. DDT is non-biodegradable. It is. So he has given DDT is biodegradable. It is also a wrong sentence. So next, this last one here. So ethanol is an alcohol. So don't confuse it. So ethanol, A is there, Al. So for alcohol we are having ethanol, OL is there. Ethanol is different, ethanol is different, O is different, A is different. If there is a O, so definitely it is a alcohol. Ethanol is a alcohol. But here he has given ethanol, Al is there. Therefore ethanol means definitely it is a aldehyde, not alcohol. So Al, it is a representation of CHO, that is aldehyde. So here ethanol is a aldehyde but not a alcohol. He has given ethanol is an alcohol. So it is also wrong. Then I move towards second option. Diastase is an enzyme. So have you seen the enzymes? We have discussed in the enzyme topic, that is in biology also we have discussed here. Prophase, diastase. So trypsin we have discussed, pepsin we have discussed. So and also so many enzymes like sucrase, then lactase. Next we have taken that lipase. So these are all enzymes. So diastase is also an enzyme. Diastase is an enzyme. So the correct option for this question is option B. Diastase is an enzyme. So these are some important questions which are asked in the previous examination. So we will discuss then further remaining questions, important questions, those we have those asked in the examination we will discuss in the next class.